Dakota graduates from high school. Hey guys, Annette here with Fox 8. So Dakota Fanning finally met that ultimate teenage milestone. She graduated from high school, and by gosh, it is probably one of the most exciting moments for any teenager, and I just want to say kudos to the girl. Shout out to Dakota. So on Monday night, she got to wear her blue cap and gown, and look how cute she is. It's a very exciting moment, all smiles and everything. But this girl really has landed it all. Of course, everybody loves the moment where you pull the tassel from one end of your cap to the other. For me, I look at this girl and I say, wow, she has really accomplished a lot, and I, even as someone older than her, really admire her for her work ethic. You know, this girl over the years has really stood out in the Hollywood scene in my mind. You know, maybe she hasn't had the biggest roles out there, but she's definitely a lady that's going to, you know, build up to, I think, a really solid career. You know, one of her first roles, of course, was Uptown Girls with Brittany Murphy. She was so bold and had such personality in that role, and really you're like, wow, what is this little girl doing here? She is really contagious. She's interesting. And of course, building up to the big and ultimate vampire franchise, the Twilight series and the Twilight saga, very, of course, you know, you get to see her in a darker role as the evil vampire, and you know, it's very interesting to see the diverse and wide range that this girl can actually play in terms of her acting ability. That aside, I think this girl is just amazing. Okay, so she decided years ago that she wanted to have a normal life, and I think it's really great when you see actors and actresses try to embrace that normalcy, not just pumping your own gas, but you know, really taking on things that average people would, because in her mind, she said, you know what, I want to have that high school experience because so many people talk about those memories. I really don't want to regret that and miss out. She's like, I've got plenty of years to devote my time to acting. Let me give up this time to really embrace what people my age are doing. And during that time, she was a cheerleader within her high school. She went to a private school in California. I'm sure there were some other big wigs in her, you know, in her high school as well, but I think it's great. Not just that, she was also elected homecoming queen and very bold and exciting. You know, you gotta love the girl, really, hands down. Granted, she's living a mixed life of being out there in Hollywood and being this big starlet that's really growing within the industry and developing her own name, but I just love the fact that she is someone who young girls can really look up to. Now, if you think about young starlets in Hollywood, not many of them have the best of reputations. I mean, granted, we could talk about Lindsay Lohan and Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton and a number of other of them, you know, having these DUIs and arrests, and people like the Kardashians. Now, I love the Kardashians, but they definitely, all these people have scandal behind their name. And some of these people might be really cool and fun and people we look up to, but this girl, you know, she doesn't seem to have any, she just has her stuff straight. She knows what she's doing. She's just, all in all, a great gal, and I just love seeing her on the big screen. And I really hope that in the years to come, you know, now that she's really hit this milestone in her life, what is she going to do beyond graduation? Who knows? I would love to see her, you know, go to college, do some things like that. You see actors and actresses who go and embrace those things beyond high school. I love it that Natalie Portman, you know, went to an Ivy League school, you know, after graduating, you know, giving her some time in acting. She went to college after that. I mean, to me, I'm just like, wow, it just shows that you're trying to be dedicated in your own world, not just to the money of Hollywood, not just to all these other things that can build your career. And granted, that is great, but to me, I think she's just an ultimate person for, like I said, young girls, young women to look up to. It's amazing to see what people can embrace. And I really hope that, Dakota, if you're listening, you know, give it up. You know, if you have charities or whatever it is, I'm really looking forward to seeing what you're going to do with the rest of your career, not just in the movie world, but elsewhere. You know, there's so much to do with your life. And Hollywood is one thing, but there's so many great things that you can embrace in the meantime. And I, again, just want to say kudos to the girl. I certainly hope that young men and women all look up to her. But I certainly hope, at least in the future, she continues to build herself in that self-respecting way, and that others really admire her and in ways beyond that sort of Hollywood glitz and glam. So anyway, kudos to Dakota. You're my girl. And I just want to say I hope you all are having a good day, and hopefully you all get some positive thoughts on this girl, this young starlet out there in Hollywood. Catch you later. Bye.